everyone, welcome to my YouTube channel. Please subscribe to this channel and please turn on the notification button so that we'd always be notified every time I upload a new video. Thank you so much. This time around I'll be talking about the other types of examination malpractice. So far I have uploaded 2 videos on the types of examination malpractice that we have. So if you haven't watched any of those videos, please search for them on this page, so that on my channel, so that you will be able to know those types that I have talked about in those 2 videos that I uploaded. This time around I'll be talking about the remaining types. Yes, there are so many types of examination malpractice that we have. So this would be the last set of types of examination malpractice that I would be talking about. Right from the previous videos, the videos I have uploaded, I talked about how students bring in foreign materials into the examination hall, how students collude with the invigilator or the supervisor, so that they would be allowed to be involved in examination malpractice. I talked about irregular activities like writing on the board for the students, writing the answers for students. I talked about impersonation. I also talked about falsification of results by either the examinees or the examiners. The examiner could falsify results for a student, for an examinee. That is, the result does not belong to the student, or the student does not deserve that kind of result. However, that student gets that kind of result. That is, it will be straight A's, but the student may not merit straight A's just because his or her results have been falsified. That student would be able to get straight A's. I also talked about miracle centers. There are some centers that are outside internet coverage, where they are not proper monitoring. So in such examination centers, there would be examination malpractice. People or students would engage in examination malpractice. Now, in this video, I will be talking about the other types of examination malpractice. The first one I will talk about is causing confusion or distraction to enable prepared answers to come into the examination hall. Examinees could decide to cause distractions, to cause confusion in the examination hall, so that when there is trouble, when there's confusion, when there's distraction, there would be a way in which answers would be brought into the examination hall to them. So this is another type of examination malpractice, and this happens in some places. Students would resort to a trick. They would want to deceive the invigilator, and by doing that, they would find a means of coming into the examination hall with the answers to the questions. Another type is teachers or lecturers soliciting or wooing their colleagues for the award of unmerited grades for their students, their favorite students. This happens everywhere. It could be at the primary level, the secondary level, or the tertiary level, and even elsewhere, in organizations, in companies. You see students, lecturers, managers, the executives of a particular organization try to woo, they solicit for help, or they woo their colleagues, so that these colleagues of theirs that are in charge of the examination or the results of the examination would be able to give their favorite students, their favorite candidates, unmerited grades. As I said earlier, this is found in everywhere. This happens everywhere. You see people trying to solicit for help from their colleagues. They'll be begging the person, please now, just help me do. He is my son. He is my friend's. She is my friend's daughter. And this and that, so that that person would find the means of giving such students or such candidates or examinee an unmerited grade. Another type of examination malpractice is examinee having foreknowledge of the questions before the actual examination time. You know, this also happens everywhere, where a teacher or a lecturer would have shown maybe his favorite or their favorite students the examination questions, and these students would have had the foreknowledge of the examination questions, so such students would be able to answer the questions correctly and properly. This is another type of examination malpractice that is common, that is found everywhere. Another one is verbal exchange of ideas and giraffing due to proximity of test mates or overcrowding. You know, when there is overcrowding in the hall, in the examination hall, or when the seats, the tables of the examinees are too close for one another. In that case, it would be easy to talk in the examination hall, and the students or the examinees would be able to giraffe. They will be able to giraffe. They will be able to copy from one another. So whenever there is this proximity, closeness between examinees in the examination hall, there would be the students or the examinees would be engaged in examination malpractice. They would be involved in examination malpractice. So that is why there should be space, there should be more than enough space between each candidate or among the candidates, the examinees. And another one I'll be talking about is bribing invigilators or supervisors to turn blind eyes to malpractice. You know, this also happens everywhere, where students or examinees bribe the invigilators, they bribe the supervisors, so that the invigilators of the examination would turn blind eye to whatever form or whatever type of examination malpractice that they get involved in. This is another type of examination malpractice. And the last type I'll be talking about is awarding inflated marks to students by teachers. You know, there are times some teachers would want to inflate the marks of their students, which is not good. You know that this student does not deserve this mark. You know that that student does not deserve that grade, but you decide to inflate, to increase the marks of such students. That is examination malpractice. Why? That's because that student does not deserve the marks or the grades. So when teachers do this, teachers have involved themselves in examination malpractice. Please remember to subscribe to this channel, like this video, leave a comment down there, and don't forget to share. Thank you so much for